The most important thing to me as whatever I am, an entrepreneur, a business owner, I think the key is to always remember that I didn't get here by myself. My name is Andy Thomas. I'm the owner of Starving Artist Brewing Company in Ludington, Michigan. Being a huge fan of the brewing industry and big-time home brewer, we decided to roll the dice and open up a brewery. And we opened the doors in June of 2015. Then I heard about this Momentum business plan competition and thought, I mean, come on, 50 grand? Okay. So we took another probably 150 hours and brushed up our business plan and made it what we feel was bulletproof. And so we entered the competition and fortunately we're sitting here today. Would I do it differently today? Yes. But without that support group, without that Momentum grant, we definitely wouldn't be sitting here in this shape. We used the money to double our production and double the space. There are so many things along the way, just put me onto a whole different trajectory. Part of what makes us unique is our setting. We're in a small barn. If it's snowing, you're drinking beer outside. We like to turn the volume up to 11. If we say there's peanut butter in it, there's gonna be peanut butter in it. If we say there's lavender in it, you're gonna taste the lavender. Every customer that comes is happy to be here. I mean, we're so blessed. We're creating some beers right now that are so fun because we're buying the art from the artists and then building the beer off of that. Making beers that I never would have come up with on my own by being inspired by these artworks. It's really fun. We want to know that we're doing something that's worth doing. We want to know that people appreciate it. I think if you have a dream, chasing it is a mixed bag. I mean, because there's always the possibility that it's never going to get there. But you don't know unless you try.
Seeing how we've progressed and gone from working out of meat coolers to having what we have today, it's amazing what God did with two sisters, the Momentum program. All of it brought us to where we are today. I'm Cheryl Freeman.
I'm Wendy, co-owner with my sister at All Occasions Events and Floral.
My niece got married and I came up to help with the wedding. People saw what it looked like and approached Wendy about doing their daughter's wedding.
Cheryl said, if I moved to Ludington, do you want to start a wedding business? I was like, sure, I can do that.
We at first were just gonna do linens. And then as it grew into doing more floral work, we really felt like we needed to do something different.
I was on the way to work and I heard it on the radio. Pennies from heaven, you can win $50,000 for your business.
And she was so excited, she calls me, she goes, we're gonna win $50,000. And she's telling me about it. I'm like, what are you talking about?
And I said, this is what we need to do. We need to look into this.
We were completely elated when they said, hey, you're in the top 5. We were so convinced that we were gonna win. And when we didn't, we were like, all right, what do we do from here? So losing the first time helped us gain a better focus on our business and what we need to do. And winning the second time, it just solidified to us that this is where we need to be.
It was just very rewarding after all the hard work that we put into it.
The 50,000 was amazing.
We knew right away the coolers were the first thing that we had to get, and that just made things so much easier.
We built a walk-in cooler downstairs. We bought a lot of rental inventory.
We just were very careful about how we used the money and thought about where it would best be used to further our business.
And having the board come in and meet with us, and we're like, hey, we have this idea and how we want to spend this part, and they're just very encouraging.
We're very grateful to them and for their help.
We're probably 3 years ahead than we would have been had we not won. Things like this really build on that American dream. You can do what you want to do. You just have to believe yourself and invest in yourself enough to go out there and actually do it.
I'm Kelly Bonema.
I'm Kim Ambrose.
And yes, Kim and I are sisters. We at Sister Bees love everything that the honeybee creates and offers for us to be able to use.
We create skin balm,
The most amazing all-natural lip balm.
create pet care.
Of course, great local honey.
Everything kind of revolves around that honeybee theme. So we learned about the Momentum Grant through Andy Thomas, and we had followed his story. It really allowed us to think about where we did want our company to go.
We knew the gravity of what it could do for us if we won.
This would allow us to take something that we just had fun with to the next level.
So we really took it seriously.
So that night was exciting.
It was so exciting. It's so much fun.
Everything was ready to go, and we were chosen to be one of the 5. And we prepared for it, and we felt ready and confident to go in. When we did win, it was humbling.
Winning was huge. The community really celebrated with us.
So we wanted to steward that money well.
We used it for branding our products.
So that it was cheerful, so that the messaging was correct. We took it to a bigger market.
Made it much more efficient.
Where we met customers from all over the country. 5,000 stores carry one or more of our product.
We're in all 50 states, and of course we're in Canada, Europe, and even some areas in Asia.
This store is our first Sister Bee store. Everything that we create, everything that we manufacture in one building. We want to make sure that people look back and say that was a great company, not just for the products, but for the people that we represent, for the team that we have that takes good care of their customers, as well as creates really fun products.
Love to think about what we need to get done today, but always dreaming about what we can be doing tomorrow.
You start small with one product, make sure you love it, but then dream big.
I think you just got to go for it.
Business is very personal. They say that you have to separate it, but in the life of a small business owner or an entrepreneur, this is our life. My name is Sarah Steckschulte, and I am owner of Faire Heart along with my fiance, Alex Decanter. Faire Heart is a maker space where you can experiment, try craft or an art project that you're curious about. For a while I was strictly mobile, so I had my art supplies in my mom's office basement. There were opportunities that I was missing by not having our own studio. I decided to try for the Momentum competition to get the funds that I needed to set up the space, purchase a vinyl cutter. I remember the day of the presentations was just kind of giving myself a lot of time to just breathe through the feelings and the emotions that I had. When they came back on to announce the winners, when I was the last one standing, I was like, I guess that makes me the winner. Quickly learned after winning the money, it was very much just lots of baby steps. In January of 2020, finally open. Fast forward to January 2022, I decided I think it's actually time to expand into the front space and open up a boutique, followed by opening up our 3rd location. I thought my problems back then were big though. Just knowing that, yeah, I can do hard things. I think every small business owner goes through moments of self-doubt and wondering, is this ever gonna work out? But then you see the other side of it and sticking through it and just telling yourself, you know, this isn't where it ends.